guys, welcome back. This is Nina. Please like, share, and subscribe. Today I am going to discuss an article that just came out concerning the working conditions on the set of Rust. As you guys may have heard, Alec Baldwin um, fired a shot from a prop weapon that actually ended up injuring the director and fatally hurting the lady on the right. Her name is Helena Hutchins, and she was a cinematographer um, for this movie Rust. And I just want to say, prayers to her family and prayers to her son and her husband. And this story is absolutely shocking. And here is some information concerning some things that led up to this. There were other problems with this movie. So I screenshotted part of this article, and it says that hours before Alec Baldwin fatally did what he did to the cinematographer on the New Mexico set of Rust with a prop weapon, a half dozen camera crew workers walked off the set to protest working conditions. So obviously some stuff was going bad even before this fatal incident happened. The camera operators and their assistants were frustrated by the conditions surrounding the low budget film, including complaints of long hours and pay, according to three people familiar with the matter who were not authorized to comment. The camera crew showed up for work as expected at 6:30 a.m. Thursday and began gathering up their gear and personal belongings to leave, one knowledgeable crew member told the LA Times. So apparently there was a lot of hot mess going on. Labor trouble had been brewing for days on the dusty set at the Bonanza Creek Ranch near Santa Fe. This is in New Mexico. The film shooting began on August 6th, and members of the production said there had been promise the production would pay for their hotel rooms in Santa Fe. But after filming began, the crew were told instead they would be required to make the 50-mile drive from Albuquerque each day rather than stay overnight in nearby Santa Fe. The cinematographer who is recently deceased, Helena Hutchins, has been advocating for safer conditions for her team, said one crew member who was on the set. As the camera crew, members of the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees, spent about an hour assembling their gear at the Bonanza Creek Ranch. Several non-union members showed up to replace them, the knowledgeable person said. A member of the producer staff then ordered the union members to leave the set. She said if they didn't leave, the producers would call security to remove them. So obviously they must have been raising up a big stink about things going on for the union members to be escorted off the set. And mind you, this was more than just a few people. Several people were escorted after set. They were escorted off the set. So again, like I said, there was obviously a lot going on leading up to this incident, which was not previous knowledge to the public. And I'm not saying that this caused the incident, but it may have caused some type of confusion when they started rolling for the movie, which is later in the article that I am actually going to get into, because I found this to be quite disturbing that all of this happened literally on the same day, give or take, after they escorted the union members out of there. So the article continues. A member of the producer staff then ordered the union members to leave the set. She said if you didn't leave, the producers would call security to remove them. Corners were being cut, and they brought in non-union people so they continued to do the film, the knowledgeable person said. There were 2 misfires on the prop weapon and one the previous week, the person said, adding, there was a serious lack of safety meetings on this set. A representative for the production company did not immediately comment on the story. The entire cast and crew has been absolutely devastated by today's tragedy, and we send our deepest condolences to Helena's family and loved ones, the spokesperson for the Rust Movie Productions said in a statement Thursday. The incident occurred about 6 hours after the Union camera crew left. Baldwin, the film star, who also serves as producer on the film, was apparently rehearsing a scene outside the church of the Bonanza Creek Ranch set, according to two knowledgeable people. Now, again, let this information soak in. They apparently have been having several grievances that had been occurring. And lastly, the article continues. The Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office said deputies were dispatched to the Bonanza Creek Ranch movie set where filming was underway for the Western Rust. After calls to 911 at 1:50 p.m., Baldwin was starring in the movie in addition to serving as one of the producers. No charges has been filed by the sheriff's office, said that witness, continued to be interviewed by detectives. Baldwin said Friday he's fully cooperating with the police investigation into the incident. There are no words to convey my shock and sadness regarding this tragic incident that took the life of Helena Hutchins, a wife, mother, and deeply admired colleague of ours, Baldwin wrote Friday in a series of tweets. Production has been halted on the low-budget movie, which began filming this month. In an email to members Local 44 of the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees, a union that represents prop makers, said that the shot that hurt Helena Hutchins and injured director Joel Souser on Thursday was a live single round. Now, I had to look this up. They call a live single round a prop that's just like ready to go that allegedly has been checked again, and double checked. However, looking at this article, it seems like this film was definitely perhaps cutting some corners. They could have also been using people that were probably not fully trained to be in a position that they were because they had lost so many crew members that were having the union dispute. Alec Baldwin, pictured here, obviously is very distraught about the situation. Some people are blaming him because they're saying that, whatever weapon you need to use on a set or otherwise, you should be professional enough to just literally check it yourself and not rely on the prop masters to do the checking for you. If you guys remember, back in 1993, Brandon Lee, who was Bruce Lee's son, was actually involved in the same incident where a live round was actually, set off on him while he was filming a film, and he passed away from that. He was a very, very popular actor. Rest his soul and prayers to his family again. However, be it that this was a prop and calling it a live weapon is that kind of bothers me too, to call it a live. But this is their terminology. Nobody has been charged in this. The police is investigating this. However, I definitely wanted to bring this information to you guys because I was not aware that there were so many questionable conditions going on this set. So I definitely wanted to bring you guys this information. And in my closing thought, be it that they wanted to harp on this being a low-budget movie or not, it is the actor's responsibility just to double check before, going ahead and, using things like this in movies. Just double check it yourself to make sure that it's okay. A lot of professionals did comment about that today, that you shouldn't just leave it up to other people to make sure that everything is good. Now, as more information come out about this, I will definitely be coming back. Prayers to her family, her son, her husband, and everybody else. Like, share, subscribe. Till next time. Bye, guys. Enjoy your day.